Hello, everybody. Good evening. Happy May. Welcome to Mini Prints live from Miniature Printerland. I'm glad everyone could come in, join me tonight. It's been a month. How is everybody? Welcome. Welcome to Gerald Stewart. Welcome to Wigwag. I see you were in bright and early Wigwag, Dundas Junction, Model Railroad. James, how are you doing? Thanks for the shout out the other night. I see Sean's Pennywise Miser Railroad. Dave Hammer, welcome. Yes, you will be scanned, and props are definitely allowed, but depends on the props. So we'll have to talk a bit about that. Who else is here? Brian Ferguson, good evening. Let's see. Who have I not mentioned? Dwight Curley is here. Francesco is here. Let's see. Who am I missing? Jim Dustin, good evening. I'm glad you received your weather vane replacements. Steve 87th, you are here. Oh, Jennifer is here. Hello, Jennifer. Hello, Trackside Mike. And on and on and on and on and on. And welcome, everybody. If I haven't mentioned you, like Joe Rader, Lynn McCurdy, please don't take it personally. People are flooding in. And I've got a lot to talk about this month. It's been an exciting month. What should I start with? Well, I think I'll start off by telling you that the little montage, the little video that you watched at the beginning was my ride back on the Union Pearson Express from the Toronto International Airport to very close to my house. So I hope you enjoyed that. Let me fire up the presentation because I think the next thing on the agenda, as always, is we've got a little bit of work to do here. You need to help me start the evening off with a beer selection. All right, everyone. As you know, if you've been here before, I present 4 choices that I will drink one of throughout the evening. So tonight, in no particular order, all from the brewery across the street from me, Henderson's, we have the following. We have a brand new beer, which I'm actually kind of excited about, Springtime in Vienna. It's a Vienna lager. It's 5%, and it's caramel bread crust, chamomile tea, and honey, which kind of sounds good. There is Life is But a Dream, which is 7.2%. I've had that one before. It's delicious. It's tart cherry chocolate roasty malt. The third one I'm actually bringing home for my wife. It's a special International Women's Day brew. It's a pomegranate grouse, 4.3% pomegranate da. Is what it says. Saltine crackers, tart and dry. So that one I'm showing you, but we can't drink it because that's going to be for you, Holly, because I know you like pomegranate. And last but not least, I'm not a huge IPA fan, as you know. However, it did seem completely appropriate that because the video, you're welcome, hon, because the video coming in was of the Pearson Express. That is the official beer of the Pearson Express. So get your votes in. It's the Springtime in Vienna, and it's very, very, very springy here right now. It's been raining for the last 4 days straight. The Life is But a Dream Cherry Stout, or the IPA, which I don't usually drink, but I will drink tonight because I started off with Pearson. So my wife says Vienna. Wigwag and Brian says Vienna. Joe Rader says I should drink them all, which I promise you I will. Life is But a Dream. Let's see. Life is But a Dream. Justice for Eve. That one I'm saving for my wife. Cherry Stout, Cherry Stout, Cherry Stout, Cherry Stout. My goodness. I think okay, we've got 3 votes for the Pearson, 4 votes for the Pearson. Looks like we got a lot of votes for the Cherry Stout, and we got a couple votes for the Vienna. This is going to be tough. It looks pretty much tied. Okay, well, I'm going to knock out the Pearson Express, the IPA. So, okay, well, I won't knock it out. Okay, so let someone help me break the tie. I've had Life is But a Dream before. So, all right. Yeah. You know what? Kimon wins. Thank you for watching. I think, yeah, it's a train beer. You know what? And I'm not usually big on IPA. So I'm going to give an IPA a try. As I say, it's not usually my number one go-to, but I think it is a train beer. I did show the Pearson Express at the beginning. Yeah, it smells like an IPA. It smells like grapefruit. All right, let's see. Let's see what it says. All right. It says water, malted barley, hops, yeast, contains barley. All right. It's strong beer. Ooh, 6.5%. Holy moly. And it's Toronto style. It says right there, Toronto style. I don't know what Toronto style means, but there's the train on it. So in honor of a train, cheers, everyone. And John, I'm glad you're here. Welcome, John. You will be making an appearance in a few minutes on the show tonight. Yeah, it's not bad, actually. I mean, as I say, I'm not the biggest IPA fan in the world, but cheers, everyone. And this is, if you watched last month, this is the wonderful Royal Gorge Railroad route glass that I got in Colorado, and it works perfectly. See? Nothing spilled. Pearson Express, by the way, is 6.5% tropical fruit flavors, light pine and spice notes. And you know what? I think this is an appropriate beer, and I'll tell you why. Those tropical flavors kind of tie in to the first thing I'm going to talk about tonight. And actually, no, Dave, John did not give that to me directly. John got one too, but I bought it on the train that we were both on. So speaking of tropical fruits flavors, I am just back last week from a week away with the family in Belize. And I mention it not to make anyone jealous, but because it ties into a little train story I want to tell. And yes, it was wonderful. And yes, it was fantastic to get away after 4 years. This was, believe it or not, a trip that our family had planned, and we were supposed to leave on March 13th, 2020, which is coincidentally, ironically, unfortunately, I don't know what word you want to mention, but it's the word that it's the date that everything closed down. So this is a trip that we had been planning on going on for 3 years, and we finally got away, and it was lovely. I will say it was too hot. I mean, it was above 100 degrees every day, but it was lovely to go on vacation after 3 years. And the reason I bring this up is simply because you would not think that in a place like Belize, you would find trains. And you'd kind of be right and you'd kind of be wrong because there are no trains in Belize. However, there were trains in Belize. And I found this really, really interesting because I didn't go on this trip expecting to do any rail fanning because I didn't think there were trains in Belize. And I got to hide my little head in a minute or move something because I'm blocking a picture I want to talk about. But we had a fantastic trip. There was no rail fanning whatsoever. Thanks, Trackside Mike. I thought you might enjoy that. I did. I'll go back once. I did bring my Modeler's Life shirt. And actually, we did some fantastic snorkeling. Belize has a barrier reef. And we didn't, I'm a certified diver, but I haven't been diving in years. So I decided just to go snorkeling with the family. And I've got some great underwater shots of the Modeler's Life t-shirt underwater with sea turtles and other things like that. But I digress. The point of this story is that even in a country like Belize, you can find some really interesting railroad history. So there are two pictures on here to tell one story and two pictures to tell another story. And the first story that I want to tell is These pictures here at the bottom are pictures of a Stan Creek Railway that operated from, I think, 1890s to 1930s. And it was set up by the United Fruit Company. And believe it or not, there are still lots of reminders of the railroad. So it was really interesting to see, old railroad bridges and old trestles. And one of the roads that we drove on was the old right-of-way that they actually paved over to make a road. So it was really interesting to find railroad history in a place where I didn't expect it. That's the first little story. The other little story, and let me see if I can go like this so you can see it. So the other little story is, if you can see this little miniature down here, this is a reproduction. This thing in my hand is a reproduction of an ancient Maya figurine. And I found it very interesting that the Mayans liked miniatures. So you can see that we were surrounded by Mayan ruins. And that's actually one of the reasons why Belize was on our list. Neither the kids nor my wife had ever been to see Mayan ruins. And the Mayan ruins in Belize are particularly nice because, unlike the ones in Mexico, they are not overrun with tourists. We were pretty much the only people at these ruins. And you're able to climb the pyramids. So I have lots and lots of photos, which I won't bore you with, of us scrambling on Mayan ruins. But I found the trip really interesting. Yes, it was a vacation, but at the same time, anywhere around the world, anywhere you go, you can probably find some rail history. And exactly, Lynn, that is the point of the story. Who would have thought the Mayans had trains? Cheers. So there we go. So let's see, what else do I have to share? Oh, yeah. I thought, after teasing you with the Mayan stuff, I thought I'd talk a little bit about the upcoming spring mini prints build contest, the mini build contest. So this is, I think, the fourth one we've done, if I remember correctly. I've already received a bunch of entries. And the good news is you've got like 11 days, almost 2 weeks. I mean, you got tons of time. So I'm anticipating there will be a lot more entries. The deadline is Mother's Day, Sunday, May 14th. You can email me the photos, just a couple photos, 2 or 3, 4 photos is great. Everybody who enters the mini build has a random chance to win a $50 Mini Prints gift card. The only rule, and there's only one rule for the whole thing, is you need to build it in a 3.5 inch or equivalent peanut butter jar lid. If you've got a Vegemite lid, a Hellmann's mayonnaise lid, all that works. There are really no hard and fast rules. I would love it if you would use a mini print. You can enter with no mini prints. You can do whatever you would like. Any scale works. I will show the photos on the June Mini Prints Monthly Live, the next one, which is Wednesday, June 7th, because I always go live on the first Wednesday of the month. And most importantly, have fun. And as Bob says, his will be ready soon. And as James says, it is not due for the live. It is due on the 14th. So get busy. You still have, CP Whiskey Creek. You still have, 11 days, tons of time. And I've seen a few of the entries so far, and they're very fun and they're very creative. So by all means, please enter. It's really just a way to have a little bit of fun. If you want inspiration, or if you want to see what other people have done on the Mini Prints YouTube channel, I have got a stream of other peanut butter lid challenges, and everybody seems to have a lot of fun. And thank you, Brian. I'm glad you're working on one right now. It's a perfect thing to do while you watch a Mini Prints live. All right. And why must Sparky be lurking? You must tell me why, James. Sparky is sneaky, but I'm really curious what's going on. What am I missing here? Oh, are we going to say his name 3 times? Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Sparky, and he's going to appear? Let's hope. Sparky is also going to make an appearance in a couple slides. So we'll see if he's here for that. So by all means, it's just good fun. It's a reason to get your paintbrushes out. And exactly, Steve, it's all about having fun. And I mean, the worst thing for me is putting all of these miniatures together and then knowing, that somewhere there's a box filled with them. So I want people to use their miniatures. And I am so glad that people are having fun. Whoops, Jennifer, you're having fun. And I loved your entry. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Thank you for sending it in. Jennifer is one of the ones who entered this month. And I want to welcome someone else to the chat. Adam, you are going to make an appearance in a couple slides as well. So everybody stay tuned. All right. So that's the peanut butter lid challenge. What's next? Oh, yes, I have some exciting news I want to share with everybody. I hope you know by now that our mini prints logo, our mascot is a beaver. The whole company started with a beaver, which we're going to talk about in a couple slides. But would you believe, and here, let me get my face out of the way again. I don't know whether you can read that, but it says a beaver was spotted casually strolling along Toronto's Bloor Street West, probably forced out of the lake because the rent was too damn high. Okay, I hope you guys can see that. So, would you believe, and I'm going to press play on the video. I don't think there's any sound here. Let's see if the video plays. There we go. This was mere blocks from Miniature Printerland. So this is really, really not far from my office. Probably take me about 20 minutes to walk, 15 minutes maybe, to walk along Bloor Street. Bloor Street, believe it or not, is the main east-west route through the entire city of Toronto. Now, keep in mind, this is a city of 3 million people. This is the 3rd largest city in North America. We are very large. We are very urban. There are cars and very tall buildings. And if you don't believe me, Google Toronto. But yes, somehow in the midst of all of this, in the midst of all of this craziness, mere blocks from Miniature Printerland, there was a beaver walking down the street. And you know what? Sean, Adam, you got it. He just wanted a sub. So I think actually, quite honestly, I think he was trying to find Miniature Printerland. I think he got lost. And he came out of, we have a very large park in Toronto called High Park. And it's kind of like a Central Park type size. And there are ponds in there and beaver dams and things like that. And I think he was going from there to here. To answer your question, Dwight, the people made it very clear in the post that they walked him back to the park. So he did get safely back to his ecosystem. But yeah, he might have been on the way to a hockey game. But it's amazing. It's Canada, eh? Believe it or not. And yeah, maybe he was coming to get scanned. he saw my mini prints and he thought, that's pretty good. That's not bad. All right. So yes, that is the news of the week. What else is new? Oh yeah, we're rocketing through all the news this week. Stickers. As some of you might remember, I love stickers. I am covering the fascia of my layout, my modules with stickers. I encourage everyone to please, if you have a sticker, I would love it if you sent it to me. My address is right there, 163 Sterling Road, Unit 12C, Toronto. Canada M6R 2B2, stickers A. And if you want to send me a sticker, I will promise you two things. The first thing I will promise you is that I will open it on air. And the second thing is that I will put it on the fascia. I will proudly display it on the fascia of my modules. So it looks to me like I got a sticker here. I can tell you that it's from Jeff Schultz. And I'm going to open it right now. And I do not have a letter, but I have, what do I have here? This pass entitles the holder to free passage across the Willamette Western Railroad system. So that's pretty cool. I got a pass. I wonder if I can use this at home when I do something wrong. Hey, honey, I've got a pass. and look at that. There's a beaver on it. Perfect. Now, how's that for a segue? Thank you, Jeff. Geez, you can't get a better segue than that, can you? And Adam, I look forward. But Holly, dear, love, sweetheart, I have a pass. All right. The wife has spoken. I don't have a pass, but I do have a lovely sticker with a beaver on it. So thank you very much, Jeff. I will proudly display that on the fascia. And that brings me to the next slide. Now, I should tell you right now, stick around, because in a few minutes, very soon, I'm going to be bringing up, and I should have mentioned this ages ago, I'm going to be bringing up a very special Meet the Guest modeler. So I'm thrilled to have him in the basement. He's waiting very patiently. I'm not going to tell you who it is yet, but I will tell you that in a few slides, you will stop hearing me drone on, and I will introduce you to an amazing modeler. So stay tuned. And Ray, lovely to see you. Thank you so much for joining. I love your podcast. I love listening to it. And thank you so much for joining tonight. And yes, I think Dawn's door. I'm very proud to say I think the mini print sticker was one of the very, very first stickers on Dawn's door. Maybe the first or the second one, very early on. And I'm very pleased that he got that started, because that was a lot of fun. And it is a lot of fun. All right. What do I need, Floyd? I need a Holly Hall pass. Okay, if someone wants to make that for me, that'd be great. I'm going to get in trouble. All right, and hello to everybody who's joined. Thank you. I am going to move on to the next slide so that we can get to the Meet the Modeler. Because I have been away so much, which I will talk about as well in a moment, I have only listed 2 new models this month. But the 2 models that are live on the website are the wrecked car, which is based on a prototype of a stripped, junked car left on a city street. Hello, Fred. And some prototypical recycling bins. So those are new in the month. But what else is new, and what I wanted to share with everybody, is that I have listed almost all of the scans that I did at the Rocky Mountain Train Show at miniprints.com/minimes. And those are listed at Minimes, and you can check them out. And there's some incredible poses, which you will see in a moment. If you look at 1, 2, 3 over on the top row, I think you'll see someone who might be on the stream tonight, which is awesome. And I want to talk a little bit about these 2 people, because there are a whole bunch of folks that I scanned, and I'm going to go full screen right now. And coming out tomorrow you will get, and I'm listing these on the site tomorrow, this, and I know it's hard to see, I'm sorry. This is a miniature Michelle, who will be on the website tomorrow. This, I know it's hard. This is a miniature Jennifer. I don't know if you can recognize yourself, Jennifer, but there you are. HO scale, Jennifer, right there. And complete with video camera and hat. Oops. Any bounces, folks? There is an HO scale miniature TSG, complete with hat and whatever you call that thing that protects the back of your neck. So not only are you going to get those, but I am listing all the scans. So anyone who has not been listed previously that I scanned, including this gentleman, Sam, from the Georgetown Loop, and for your big boy, Engineer Ed, aka I'm calling him the Marlboro Man. So there's Ed, who works for a railroad that has 2 letters in the name and who drives a very large steam locomotive. So those will be up on the website tomorrow. And TSG, I did. What? You don't want a bigger camera? You look great. What are you talking about? All right. And I see that we have a visitor from a cool and sunny Queensland. Welcome, Martin Jenkins. And if any of you would like a Martin Jenkins, that is also available at the aforementioned Mini-Me's website. So that brings me to my next slide. So let me go here. All right, what do we have next? If you would like to get scanned, I am happy to announce that I have confirmed 2 events that I will be at the St. Louis RPM on July 28th and 29th in Collinsville, Illinois, which I believe is right across a river or a street or something from St. Louis. And I've never been to St. Louis, Missouri, so I'm very much looking forward to that. And I'm going to be at the NMRA National on August 20th. Actually, no, I'm going to be there on the 24th, 25th, 26th, I think. So I'll be there at the end of the week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, in Texas. And in both locations, the St. Louis RPM and the NMRA National, I will be doing 3D body scanning. So if you would like to become a Mini-Me, and if you would like a miniature you for your railroad, those are 2 opportunities to do so. And at the NMRA National, I will actually be conducting a clinic on figure painting. And I think, Adam, you might recognize something here. I am absolutely amazed at how well your figure turned out in terms of every little fold in your clothing. And I look forward to meeting everyone at the shows. Rayron, I cannot wait to meet you. That's the real reason I'm going to these shows, is it's so much fun to meet people. The scanning is just kind of a way to pay for it, but it's going to be so much fun. And yes, you see Derek with all of his cameras. I'm so excited. Derek is going to be listed on the website as well. I think he might already be. Yeah, it's Adam, yours looks amazing. The reason I put this slide in is twofold. One, I will be doing a figure painting clinic at the NMRA National, which I don't want to release before then. So after then, I'll probably end up, doing it somewhere else. Either, I'll put it on the YouTube channel or I'll do it as an NMRAX. But I'm also playing around with different techniques. And this technique right here is something called, and I'll give you a little sort of advanced look at what I'm playing with, zenithal highlighting. And zenith, think zenith. What that means is you're basically creating light and dark shadows. So think of the sun at its zenith, its highest point. So you're creating shadows of light and dark before you actually paint the figure. So this is just a little tease of some of the techniques that I'm trying for the clinic. Okay, so we are getting very close to our Meet the Modeler, which is pretty good because I said that I would have them on around 7:30. So the other event that I wanted to talk about very briefly is, and I'm getting so excited about this, the YouTube meet and greet. And I think there are a few people on the chat tonight who will be at the YouTube meet and greet. So oh heavens, like 2 weeks. I think I leave on Thursday the 18th. So just over 2 weeks, believe it or not, I am flying back to Colorado because I had so much fun with John and Sydney and Michelle and Jennifer, and oh my gosh, insane amounts of fun. And now we're adding Sparky, and and I think Trackside Mike is coming, and Adam, I know you're going to be there. It's going to be nuts. Once again, I am scanning. So if you are watching from Colorado and you would like to get scanned, there are a few spots left, but I'm really looking forward to this event, and it's going to be 2 weeks from now. And I also want to mention that, and I'm going to have to get my face out of the way because I've blocked it off, but on the Saturday, so 2 weeks plus a few days, so on Saturday the 20th, the long anticipated premiere of Chasing Trains Rocky Mountain Adventure that we taped on the last trip will be coming out. So that's going to be kind of fun. So when we're actually in Colorado, so when Sydney, Michelle, John, Jennifer, and I are together doing it again, you guys can all watch the antics and the ridiculousness of our first trip. And that is Saturday, May 20th at 12 noon. And I've seen an advanced copy of it. It's great. It's a lot of fun. It's really worth watching. And that will be on TSG Multimedia. I'm pretty sure that I don't need to post the link because you should all know and watch TSG Multimedia, but I will put that on the Facebook page if you are unaware of it. Okay, so I think it's time for a quick sip and the next slide. So this is the last slide I have before we meet our modeler. So this is going to get exciting in a moment. I just wanted to let everyone know, if you don't already know, oh, thank you so much, Dave, for posting the TSG Multimedia. That is actually really helpful. I do appreciate that. So youtube.com/TSG Multimedia. Definitely check it out, everyone. Oh, and we've heard from the man himself. He will be recording another Chasing Trains during the YouTube meet and greet. So while you are watching a Chasing Trains, I guess we will actually be creating yet another Chasing Trains. So that's pretty meta, as my 17-year-old teenage son would say. So if you haven't already seen it, yes, there's 20% off all birds until International Migratory Bird Day, which, if you don't know, shame on you, is May 13th. So in honor of, and that's Saturday, May 13th. So you've got just shy of 2 weeks to get your order in. 20% off all birds with code BIRDS20 until midnight on Migratory Bird Day. And yes, we definitely have pigeons. We have lots of pigeons. You can buy just pigeons. Just go to miniprints.com, type the word pigeons, and they come without the couple, and you can get them. And like anything else, if you need ridiculous quantities, just email me, and I can do a volume deal. And indeed, Jennifer, and just to digress for 1 minute before I bring on the Meet the Modeler, I saw a full-on raven in my backyard today, which is insane because we don't really get ravens. They're pretty rare. And this was double the size of any black crow I've ever seen. He was huge. He was almost bald eagle size. So I've got to think that must have been a raven. It was pretty spectacular. Okay, you've heard enough about me. Let's talk about our Meet the Modeler. And like usual, I don't want to talk too much because I do tend to talk, but I want to share a few things with you. This is a gentleman who I've been in awe of his modeling for many years. He was one of the very, very, very first Mini Prints customers 3 years ago. He bought the Mini Prints Beaver when I first came out with it, the very first Mini Prints critter. If you see his shield here, he has a channel, which I will show you in a minute, but there is a beaver on his shield. So we have a complete beaver theme this month. And I want to show you a very, very, very short video of some of his work before I introduce Lloyd, who I will bring on in a moment. He goes under the name of MHO Junction on Facebook, and I don't know if he's on YouTube. I'll ask him about YouTube in a minute when I bring him on, but I'm going to queue up a very short video here that he posted not that long ago, and I want you to see absolutely how fantastic his modeling is. So that's a little orchard he did, and that is his Facebook, MHO Junction. And without further ado, I would like to add Lloyd to the stream and welcome you.
Hey, Bernard.
How are you?
I'm doing fine. You?
Fantastic.
Good.
And you are an Ontario modeler, I believe.
I am.
Where are you in Ontario?
Just on the border of Quebec and Ontario. It's a small town called St. Eugene. There's about 700 people. Very small.
Is that near Ottawa or?
That's near, I'm 1 hour away from Ottawa or
Okay.
1 hour away from Montreal. I'm right in the middle.
You're right in the middle.
No, right in the middle.
Fantastic. Yep. And is there good rail action around you, or are you near trains?
Unfortunately, no.
No.
I wish. That way I would learn a little bit more about trains, but no, there's nothing. Pretty much everything that's trains is pretty much died around here. But there is a track a little bit further. I think it's CN or CP. I have no idea. I'll have to go. One day I'll have to spend some time near the tracks.
Well, as CP Whiskey Creek and N-Scale has identified, he's thrilled that there is another CP modeler on the channel. So tell me a little bit about your modeling. How'd you get into it? What do you model? Tell me a bit about yourself.
Okay, I started, it'll be 7 years in November.
Okay.
That I started modeling, and it happened when I bought this house. We ended up going to the basement, and I told my wife, we don't have any furniture for the basement. But I probably could start my hobby, my retirement hobby, and get into model trains. And she goes, what do you know about model trains? I go, nothing, but you know, I could get started. but the ex-owner he came and hugged me because he goes, if I knew we could have gotten involved in a club or something. But yeah, so I took the entire basement for myself, and I did a lot of searching, a lot of internet pictures, and started it by myself.
See, I find that fascinating because I too started about 7 years ago, plus or minus. And I'd never modeled before. And I think you and I are the rarity. I mean, I talked to a lot of guys online, and they got their first Lionel set at age 7, and they've been modeling ever since. It's like the standard is oh yeah, I've been modeling for 60 years or something. So it's very interesting to see someone who started like we have, and like you have, not all the way through. And I have to also say that I'm completely jealous because it looks like you've made a lot more progress in the last 7 years than I have.
Well, I gotta say, I could say I'm semi-retired, so I can spend a little bit more time working on the railroad. Yeah.
Well, the pictures that you post on Facebook are just fantastic. I mean, I love what you've done. Tell me a bit about your layout.
Well, my layout is 40 feet by 20 feet in an L shape. It's one level. Okay, like I said, I wish I would have learned a lot before getting started. Like right now, the height of my layout is 53 inches. I wish it was higher than that. But no, it was so much fun, and it's still fun, and I enjoy every single day. I'm not the type that's going to take summer off. I really get involved 12 months a year, so it's a lot of fun.
And is it point to point, continuous loop? What is your sort of setup for operations, rail fanning? What is your philosophy?
It's definitely operations. I have a staging underneath, and I have a helix, two tracks wide helix that goes up, and they come out on both ends. So that way I could have a continuous layout, or it could be considered like end to end, like it really goes down under. So you've got an entrance to the helix going towards Montreal, and an entrance to the helix going to Ottawa, but it ends up being in the same staging place. So when I work, I'll let it run because I have a little bypass that makes it continuous. Yeah.
Now, I noticed on the video I played, your apple orchard, there are quite a few mini prints in there and quite a few little tiny details. I mean, obviously, what attracts me to your modeling is the super detailing. I mean, you're a scenery guy.
I'm a scenery guy and a detail guy. Right now, I can't say that I've done any operations or basically run trains. Once I get really into it, I want to finish a little scene. And most of my scenes do say something. It's not just a bunch of buildings and that's it. And of course, all my buildings are not like what you find on the box. So it's for me, scenery it's what I like.
Yeah.
So but I got to run trains too.
Well, I love your apple orchard. When I saw that with the Oliver and the apple crates and all the little details, it's just fantastic.
I got to show you some pictures.
Yeah, please. Yeah. If you've got pictures, definitely.
Yeah.
I think everyone would love to see them. And certainly, I want to say that if anyone has any questions for Lloyd or any comments, definitely chime in. If you would like to ask him a question, I can relay it to him. But yeah, let's see some pictures. Definitely.
Okay, hold on.
It wouldn't be a mini prints stream. Oh, I think he just took himself out of the stream, but he'll come back. It wouldn't be mini prints without a few technical issues. So he disappeared, but folks, he will come back. While he is gone, and I expect I will see him pop back in momentarily. If you are coming to the YouTube meet and greet, let me know. I can't wait. Oh, there he is. He's back.
Sorry about that.
No problem. I knew that would happen. I was just telling everyone that it wouldn't really be a mini print stream without, a few things. Oh, there is a question. Jerry would like to. Oh, Jerry said hello from Oklahoma. Dave says, do you have a YouTube?
Yes, I do.
Okay, what is your YouTube?
MHO Junction.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. MHO Junction.
I don't do many videos because I'm not. Even though the video I'm all by myself, I'm still shy about doing the video, even though I'm all by myself. So, but let me show you this.
Well, Dave has just posted your YouTube channel. Thank you, Dave. And you're going to be posted on YouTube as a result of today. So you're going to, I guess this is it, trial by fire. Let me add this to the stream. And I love it. Can you make it a little bigger? Or is that
can I? No, I can't. Sorry.
Okay. Well, I think everyone sees that. That's definitely on theme. That's definitely on theme for tonight, isn't it?
It is, especially when you talked about beavers. Yeah. Well, during our ice storm, we had a lot of branches down, so I said, I'm gonna make it fun a bit.
Excellent.
This is how I get my stuff delivered.
Excellent. Yeah, that comes straight from the factory that way, right?
Yeah. So this is my first, the first stuff I got from you.
Oh, I love it. That's fantastic.
I've got the beaver near his den, another one just chewing. Yeah. I knew exactly where I was going to put it. So, yeah. The Muskoka, the chairs are also from you.
That staircase is amazing. Tell me about that staircase.
Well, that's totally scratch. I remember going, I can't remember where it was, and I saw this long staircase, and I said, I'm going to try to build one because there's different elevations where you see the track and the water. So I just wanted, and that small building is what they call it, flag station. So people will come with their canoes and go down and go into the lake.
That is gorgeous. I love that.
Thank you.
Sorry, obviously, I'm assuming this is all HO scale, correct?
Yeah, sorry. Okay. Yeah,
good.
Everything is HO scale.
Wow, that is amazing. I don't think I've ever seen a staircase like that. That's beautiful.
Thanks. So this is what's next on my board.
That's like my worst nightmare and my happiest at the same time. It's like I fear, like I live in fear that all these mini prints are never going to get painted. But then I get really happy when I see this because I know you're going to paint them. Yeah,
well, I already know where everything is going. So right. It's just before you run out of stuff. So I guess I ordered, before you run out of it. So I've got the snow blowers. I know that exactly where that's going because my layout has the 4 seasons.
Okay.
And what's fun about it is that whichever season you're in, you don't see the other season.
Right.
So all of my town of St. Eugene is all going to be winter. So I need snow blowers, shovels. So yeah.
All right. Well, if you need anything specific, you know that that I take requests.
Yes. Yes.
Actually, one of the things I want to do, I'm not sure how popular it will be. I want to do an ice skater for like a pond, like a little figure. Well, I got a little housekeeping here. John, would you like to be a moderator? I will make you a moderator. And my wife has reminded me that I do have snowmen.
Oh, good.
I think that's a snowman anyway. It's hard to see, but I'm assuming that's a snowman. So yeah, awesome. Okay. This orchard is just fantastic.
Well, I had the trees, then suddenly I found some figures I had, and then you came out with the tractors and the little wagon. So I said, okay, I need all of that.
That looks great.
It really fills it up. Yeah. So going back to scenery, that's that bridge is scratch built. It's prototypical because it's a bridge that exists in Massachusetts. Conticook Covered Bridge is the oldest covered bridge in North America.
And remind me, I think I remember, tell me if I remember this right. You actually like built that scratch from plans the way they would have built the actual bridge and detailed it on Facebook, if I remember.
That's right. I had the plans. I was able to find the plans, and I did a bit of photoshopping in the sense that I made the picture the size that I needed for HO scale and build it that way. Just to give you an idea, the walls are 12 wide, 12 slats, thickness of 12 boards, if you want.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh yeah, it took about 6 months.
Now, what era is your layout set in? Because I've seen some steam and I've seen some diesel.
Yeah, my era is in the 1970s.
Okay.
Since I built that bridge prototypical, the ceiling is very low, so a lot of stuff can't go through. So that's why I have a second track. Well,
Right.
I have a double main line all the way around.
Yeah, the
So
auto racks are not going to like the covered bridge.
Oh no. There's a few that don't go in there. Yeah, but all flat cars can go through.
Awesome.
So that's what I mean by details. I love details.
Yeah, this
that's
is
my
great.
that's my train station.
Now, you've got amazing backgrounds here. Tell me a bit about that.
Okay, that background is real.
It's real. Okay.
Okay, this one is not.
Okay, so that's, you added that one in?
Yeah, so basically I have a blue background,
Okay.
and when I take a picture and I bring it into a software that replaces only the skies, that's all
Okay.
it replaces. So
Nice.
that's why I've got different skies depending on the pictures.
Fantastic.
That's my swing gate. I wanted something completely different, so my swing gate is really scenic. I mean, the stuff I use is called Martin Wilberg.
Yep.
I love his stuff. I love his stuff.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Yeah.
I've never tried his stuff, but I've certainly seen he also does great YouTubes.
Yeah, but he stopped doing it because now he's almost all by himself doing all the stuff that he needs to get done.
I saw a few of his YouTubes. It was very funny.
Oh yeah.
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 But amazing talent. Yeah. Trackside Mike asked if I could type the channel in. I think it's just at MHO Junction. So just go into Facebook or YouTube at M as in Mary, H as in Henry, O as in Orange, and
Junction.
Did we lose everything? What did we lose, Adam? Adam is saying we lost something. I'm not quite sure. What did we lose? Oh, okay. Dundas said he found your channel. I will say too, if anyone needs to run, I don't know if anyone's on after at 8 o'clock. If you have to run, no problem. This will obviously be on the YouTube channel. So if, we go on a little bit longer, you can definitely come back and watch it on a replay. I don't have too much more to close it out after this. So we're going to talk with Lloyd a little bit. The only thing I will say is obviously get your peanut butter lids in. Check out the birds, if you are going to take off at 8 o'clock, come on back, watch the replay. And I'll see you next month if you do need to run. And if not, by all means, you're more than welcome to stick around. We'll go a little bit longer and look at some more of Lloyd's amazing modeling like this. What is this?
That's a mining company. Like I said, I don't like having the buildings look exactly what's on the box.
Sure.
So I ordered. Would you see the siding of the building? They're corrugated, rusted sheets that you can order from Europe.
Oh,
And
wow.
I cut them all in little pieces, and then had to glue them to the building, and added a lot of stuff to the building. Had even had the windows cut so I can have them open. But that took a while also.
That's gorgeous.
And this is what it looks like at night.
Oh, so you've lit your buildings.
Oh yeah, all my buildings are lit, all of them.
Oh, wow. Oh, that is spectacular. Yeah, this is very inspiring. I agree. Someone else said, I think TSG Multimedia said that they love seeing other people's layouts. And I always find, such inspiration, especially in your work, really good scenery modelers. These are the types of things that make me, kind of want to run downstairs and work on my layout.
That's true. When I do visit people's layout, I'll take pictures of stuff that gives me ideas of doing stuff.
Well, I
Like,
think.
for example, there's one thing everybody's got a pet peeve.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, my pet peeve is when you have a building, you need some type of parking.
Yeah.
How are the people going to? Who goes to work? And the other thing is having electricity or utility poles coming to the building. So that's what I want to do. So for this building, I've got a little scene here where this bus brings the employees to work.
I love it. Yeah, that's perfect. Absolutely perfect.
And I think that's it.
Awesome. I love it.
Well, I mean, I've got lots and lots of pictures.
Oh, yeah.
If you go to my Facebook, you'll see, like, I try to post every week on stuff that I do, but I've been off for almost 6 weeks with bronchitis, and then
Oh, dear.
vertigo, and now a back spasm. So
Oh, dear.
I haven't done much in 6 weeks.
Paul is asking whether that started off life as the Walther's New River Mine.
Yes.
Excellent.
Yep.
And you're getting a lot of people who are really enjoying your modeling, and a lot of people who are who have found your YouTube and subscribed. So that's the whole point of the Meet the Modeler segment. And I think you're the fourth, maybe fifth or sixth. The idea behind Meet the Modeler is just a little sort of taste of what people are doing with their mini prints, some of the inspiring things out there to give people some ideas. So I wanted to thank you so much for sharing.
Oh, it's a
really,
pleasure.
really excellent modeling. And this is a taste. If you would like to see more of Lloyd's work at MHO Junction, both on YouTube and Facebook, I encourage you to check it out and get inspired. So thank you so much.
I got a question for you, Bernard.
Of course.
Why do you have beer and us downstairs, we only have coffee?
Well, I can tell you why I have beer, because Miniature Printerland is across from a brewery. So
Okay.
I'm surrounded by three things other than the obvious, 3D printing and, miniatures. So besides the smell of resin and desperation, on the street that I'm on, there is a Nestle chocolate factory. So the street smells of chocolate.
Oh, that's good.
I am surrounded in an area by the Junction Triangle. So there is a triangle of trains. So there are trains to my east, my west, and my north. And most importantly, there is a brewery across the street from me. So that is why I drink beer.
I'll be seeing you anyway at the beginning of June.
Excellent. Then we will go across the street for a beer.
Perfect.
That will be excellent.
Yes.
And why I drink? Well, because, somebody has to.
Perfect.
And I can't do coffee after like 12 noon. So,
Okay.
But thank you so much for being the Meet the Modeler. Very enjoyable, and I'm sure everyone has really enjoyed it. So
Well,
thanks
always
so
a
much,
pleasure.
and we
Okay.
will chat again soon. I'm going to say goodbye to you, but I won't say goodbye to everybody. Thank you, everyone, for joining. I don't think I have much in the way of slides left. Let me just see. Do I have any slides left? Oh, just the really just the closing, which is, as usual. I have to add that to the stream. If you are interested in life, the universe, and everything in it, if you have any questions or you want to see what's new at Miniprints, you can always check us out on our Facebook page, our Instagram page, or YouTube. Sparky, I had a picture of you, and I can actually go back and show everyone the picture of you. Let me here. You didn't really miss much. I mean, just me going live the first Wednesday of the month. Not much about that. I might have, shown this and talked a little bit about the YouTube meet and greet. We might have said all sorts of wonderful things about you. At least most of the people said wonderful things about you. Dave Hammer, I will definitely check you out when I'm in Collinsville. And I think that's about it for me. If anyone else has any sort of thought, I'm trying to remove myself from the stream. Yeah, that's the first Wednesday of the month, everyone. Am I sure that's the same picture as what? Oh, the same picture of I'm assuming you're talking about the same picture as Sparky. Yeah, you might have to watch a replay, Sparky, and pay attention to the comments, especially when people were summoning you. I did say that I'm ridiculously excited that we will all be together in just over 2 weeks. And I think Jennifer and TSG Multimedia were on, and we were all reminiscing about how much fun we had and how much fun we're going to have. So thanks, everybody. As Darby says, big thanks. See everybody soon. If I don't see you in 2 weeks at the YouTube meet and greet, watch the TSG Multimedia Chasing Trains on the 20th. It's a laugh. Sign up for your 3D scan at one of the events if that is something that interests you. And that's it. I will finish off my beer, and I will be home soon, honey. Oh, and before I leave, I can't forget a very happy birthday to my Aunt Ellie. Bye, everybody.